Mark Alley, and what do we have? 58. What's that? Oh, holy cow. Yeah, that's terrible. Why is it backwards? That's weird. I hit the button. All right, 58. Yeah, no, we have to find the values of C that make the equation have one real solution. Okay, one real solution. How are we going to do that? If the what is what? Yes, Britta. Thank you for.
Do that. Okay.
You had the energy of a lifetime too, like.
Well, what I did is that because you know that it has to be like the equation is b squared minus 4 times a times c. Is that I would do c divided by 4. No wait. Well, like the 49 divided by 4.
Okay.
And
so tell me what to do. What should I write?
all I know, wait.
You're saying the right things. Just tell me what to write.
What did I do?
Britta, let me help you. What's A equal to?
A is 1.
1. What's B equal to?
2.
2. C, right, which is kind of weird because there's a what? A variable there, but can you still just replace B with that? Yeah, you can. And then what's C equal to? 49. Okay, so just plug those in. So B squared, so 2C squared minus 4 times 1 times 49. Now, question, here's the killer play. It has to be equal to what if there's going to be one solution? 0. There's the killer play. It has to be equal to 0 because now I can what? Starts with F, rhymes with all. Solve, right. Now I can solve it. I can find the value C that will make both sides equal. I can find the value C that will make both sides equal. Okay, 2C squared. You got to square the 2 and square the C. So that gives us 4C squared. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 49 is 196. Good job, 196. Somebody verify that? Yep, okay. Now, calling another victim. Britta gave us the killer play. Christian, take it home. What do I do next, brother? Not yet. Oh, actually, I can do that. No, I've been preaching that to you, too. I can divide by 4. As long as I divide what by 4? Everything, right. Okay, now, ooh, wait a minute. 196 divided by 4 is what? 49. Okay, questions on that? Okay, next thing, what do I do? Christian Wacker. Yeah, bingo. Christian, look really smart with 0 plus 49. Okay, now, last step, what do I do? Square root. Now, here is the killer question. When I take the square root of 49, what are my answers? No! Plus or minus 7, right. Plus or minus 7. Can C, in fact, be negative? Like, if they ask you what the distance of the bridge is, you shouldn't say it's -7. Can C be negative in this particular instance?
Of course.
Yeah, I can, because if you plug in -7 up here, it doesn't matter. You're going to square it. So, yes, C is equal to plus or minus 7. Crazy. If you put in positive or -7, you will get you'll get one real solution of that puppy because your discriminant's equal to 0. Other questions. What else we got back at? 56, 50, kind of the same ducks. Let's look at 57, though. 57. Usually when students ask for ones that are in the back of the book, it's because they clearly want to understand. Now, here's the dealio with this. Can I just plug those numbers in right now? No, it has to be equal to what? 0, because we're trying to find the zeros of this here polynomial, the zeros. So how do I get this equal to 0? Volunteer. I might retire after this class, by the way. You should see the number of couples that are in here.
Oh,
like I was asking, because I've been bugging them all year to go to the board to get homecoming dates, and then you should see the number of people that are dating people in this class. Really?
Who's got relationships in this class?
Don't pick on him. One of them, okay, apparently if you date somebody who's an athlete at the school, you're not allowed to identify it. Are your coaches that crazy? Like they told you no homecoming dates? Like Clancy is Michael Jordan really that mean? He said like no homecoming dates. So now you have like there's this magic code among DCC students that if you're going with somebody who's on the cross country team, you just say I'm going with a cross country runner. Or if you're going with somebody who's like a varsity softball player, now that one I could get. Coach T, especially this time of year, she's getting pretty tough. She doesn't want any distractions. So your date or whatever better be somebody who's like going to help you get better at softball because I'm sure she could care less about your academic or your social interest at this time.
So they're not sitting next to each other, right?
Of course not. Why would I do that to them? That would be even cuter, though. That would be even cuter.
I was just trying to identify.
I'm looking. Yeah, there's a lot. I guess there's some possibilities out here. People that could be dating the person sitting next to them. That could work.
This is looking suspicious.
Mohit.
No.
Amelia looks like he's really smart.
No, he's going to MIT.
Yeah, he might be imagine if he became a pharmacist. That could be another pharmacist Tesla couple. That's like the
come
what's
on.
that?
You can. Is it these two?
No, she's not. Caitlin, you're not a runner, are you? Okay.
What does that have to
It's
do
gonna be
with
really
anything?
awkward if you said yes. Though. Okay. Anyways, let's go for this. What do I got to do to set it equal to 0? I got a what from both sides? Minus c, right? Minus c, minus c. Okay. So now I plug it into the discriminant, and what do we got to do on this one? We got to make it have one real solution. So we're gonna go for b squared minus 4 times a times c. Now c is negative. Ooh, don't forget that. That's got to equal 0. Is it possible that there could be no way to make it have 0 or to make it have one real solution to make it equal to 0? Yeah, it is possible. It is possible. Somebody look real smart. What's 12 squared? What's 4 times 1? 4. Okay, negative times a negative gives us a positive, so plus 4c is equal to 0. Stop and check out. Question so far. All right, killer play. Austin, what do I do next, brother? Okay, since we're talking about options, could I subtract 4c from both sides? Yeah, would it make any better, any worse? Not really. You could, yeah. Now, when you divide or multiply, you got to do what, though?
Both sides.
And to what on both sides?
Multiply.
Everything on both sides. You have to multiply everything on both sides. Like if I'm going to give the class $5, I just hand somebody $5. If I'm going to double everybody's income, I have to go around to every person and ask how much money you have and double it. Okay, so I got 4c is equal to negative 144. Somebody look really smart. What do I do last? Okay, what's 144 divided by 4? Negative 36. Yay, take your test, put it back in length in between you and the person sitting next to you. Take your hammer, pass it to my boy, Mohit. Mohit, borrow the grade book from Alexa for a minute and apologize greatly. Do you need some more volunteers?
I need some females.
Okay, he needs some female volunteers. Any athletes, female volunteers?
You don't even have to be athletes.
Don't even have to be athletes.
You volunteer? Okay, cool. Anybody else?
Did you just point to somebody?
Yeah.
Good job. Just ask, say Ben will give you a high five next time.
Ben will give you a high five if you volunteer. Why doesn't anyone want to get out of your class?
They love math. Look at these kids. They got dates out of this class. This is obviously the people. This is their people.
I didn't get a date out of your class.
I don't
That
know
was
how
my
to
own
say
fault.
anything in reply that's not going to sound super mean, so I'm just not going to say anything. Calculators work better than flowers?
Yeah.
They do. Calculators work better than flowers. All right, let's do a couple problems. Number 1.
All right, fine. Well, I guess we'll go to a different class.
Okay.
We're at the spot splitting.
Oh, make a new column then. Or go to the left right next to their name.
Okay.
All right, here we go. B squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. B squared minus 4ac is less than 0. B squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. Fill in the table how many real solutions. Notice how many real solutions. Does each situation render? How many real ones does each situation render? Then number 2, let's go for, I don't know, 3x squared minus 7x is equal to 4. Part A, what is the value? Oh, no. Yeah, part A. What's the value of the discriminant? And part B, how many real, notice again, how many real solutions does this have? Then number 3, let's go for 2x squared. That's a really bad 2, though. 2x squared plus, bless you, 6cx plus 9 is equal to 0. Find the value of c that gives one real solution. Value of c that gives one real solution. On your marks, get set, math. Marks, get set, math.
Why is this one at a 64 and everybody else is 61?
It should be at a 61.
You wrote down 64.
I'd be cray. Who's test did I be cray on? Sorry. Good catch, though. Are you sure you want? No, you're only a junior.
Yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't we like put the things in order and not put 61 in the middle of everything else?
That's because we went through. Like maybe they didn't know how to do some of them.
Well, it doesn't look like that. It looks like they went to the end of the page and they just put 61 in the center.
Brother Mohit, I encourage them the first night to do like a few problems, not do like 1, 2, 3, 4, because those are the easiest problem in the whole homework.
It
Do like
doesn't look
once.
like, for example, it's usually
They did the
on
work,
line,
brother. Brother,
And then 61's just in there.
that's fine.
At least they did it.
It's that I don't like.
Maybe their hot date needed help with 61, so they decided to work 61 then instead of making them do the whole thing first.
Like for half the class.
Maybe 61 was really popular on Instagram this weekend or Snapchat. Yeah. You don't have to justify why you did it that way. That's fine. Equal, less than, greater than. Mohit, it makes no difference. Now they might be doing it just to screw with you. Yeah. Amelia, that's hilarious.
Weird, that's why. I'm proud of you.
Mohit. Brother Mohit. Brother Mohit. By the way, you haven't scheduled your WSD audition yet, have you?
Oh, I have not.
You should. You should click on the calendar with still space available.
Okay.
By the way, there's a box top on there just to remind you. My son Ben would love it if you bring in box tops for education for him. If you have just a stack sitting at home, he goes to DCC. He's going to give him to DCC's PTO. And he's turned in 8 full sheets of 25. So Ben's turned in 200. The rest of his class has turned in 11. So he's keeping the class going. He's in a really naughty class this year. They're horrible. Amundsen, you know this, brother. You got teachers in your family. Some years you just like, these kids be cray. And they put all the cray kids together in the new teachers class this year. Welcome to DCC. All right.
Highest was a 96.
What's that?
Highest was a
Good.
96.
Good. It's a good score.
Give him 4% or 4 points.
4%.
Oh, they only got 4% on the test.
It was factoring. Mohit. It was factoring.
I gave him 2 stickers.
That's awesome.
4%.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know who did this.
Every time, there's always one person
There's
who
always
doesn't
that
put their
one.
name
I'll
in this class.
There's always one.
If you don't
Could be
think,
worse. Could be
Grace will
two.
go in.
I swear I had some tape here. You have any more time? Keep on trying.
Oh, and you might need to go over the concept in question 61 because people are getting different answers on that.
Okay. You got it, brother.
Yeah, A's, B's, and C's.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. And if you're on a speech and debate, reminder to sign up for the Whitefield Novice on the 14th. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
If they didn't get an 80 or above pre-curve, why not give them a sticker?
Correct.
I saw it on the pile off you rid of it. Yes.
I didn't see it.
It's a little bit.
Which number?
It's not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
That one.
Oh, the answers are box. No, it's the one. It's that one.
Any more time? Keep going. Subliminal hint. Yeah, Sophia's not here, and there's one more, Alyssa. I swear I saw her this morning. Oh, really? Huh. Isn't she in Senate? Like, isn't she in charge of a bunch of stuff for homecoming?
Yeah. She comes back today, though.
What was she in California for? Like, funeral or? Oh, is she playing tonight? Well, Powder Puff, all you got to do is get a really good stiff arm and.
You have to go like this. You have to shoulder. Yeah.
To tackle them, or if you have the ball?
You can tackle. It's not.
Okay, you can't. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
If you tackle them, you can't fit in your arms like this.
So you have to totally level their butts. All right, shh, shh, shh. Quiz still out. Quiz still out.
Someone at the lunch seniors or juniors like they play it way too serious.
Oh yeah, because the seniors go for blood. They're not. This is their last shot. Is Brianna playing? Brianna playing? Shh. Ahem. Tyler, how much longer, brother?
0, just right.
Beautiful. Take him. Pass him over to Mabel. Mohit, as they're doing that, can you briefly return their homework to them?
Okay, briefly return homework. Call it Nancy.
Take your notes. We'll get smarter today. I'm going to have to take a rain check on the quiz. I want to make sure I get done today. Oh, no, because I got to give Mohit the grading rubric anyway, so I might as well go.
Easy Murphy. Christian Lacker.
Oh my goodness.
Carson Love. Yeah. Christian Thomas. Yes, you're that.
Seriously? Seriously. All right, let's go through the quiz. Number 1, everybody's quizzing, everybody's quizzing. Mohit, here's how to grade this puppy.
Okay.
First, number 1 is worth 3 points. B squared minus 4AC. How many real solutions are there? 1. B squared minus 4AC is less than 0. 0 real. Now, if you also wrote 2 imaginary, that's fine. But notice I asked how many real solutions are there, not how many and what type. How many real ones are there? And then B squared minus 4AC is greater than 0. You get how many? 2. Part A of this. First thing you have to do is what to both sides? Minus 4. So you get 3x squared. Minus 7x. Minus 4 is equal to 0. Next step, what's the discriminant? So B squared, negative 7 squared, minus 4 times 3 times negative 4. So that's part A. 49. 4 times 3 is 12. Negative times negative gives you a positive. 12 times 4 is 48. And what's that? 97? Is that correct? Yeah. 97. How many real solutions are there then? 2. Okay, so Mohit, number 1 and number 2 are worth 3 points. Number 1, it's easy. Number 2.
Noah was in the back.
Oh, that's fine. Give it to brother Mohit. B squared minus 4AC. Mohit, the first thing they had to do is subtract 4. You can either see that here or here. If it's a negative 4 in either spot, you can give it to him. And then correct answer of 97. And then correct answer of 2 real solutions. Part number 3, B squared minus 4AC. So you got 6C squared minus 4 times A times C. 36. C squared, 8, 72. So 36C squared will be equal to 72. So C is equal to plus or minus the square root of 2. Anybody, Mohit, that's worth 2 points. 1 for correctly putting everything into the discriminant and 1 for the correct answer. So I have a quiz out of 8 points. Did anybody get 8 for 8? 1 for 8. What's that? Luke, I can't even see you back there, brother. 6 out of 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, take your notes. Let's get smarter today. Quadratic formula. If anyone actually plug it in, and we'll just talk about simplifying.
Wait, if you want the actual homework, just come and get it.
All right, we got 15 minutes. That's enough for today. Quadratic formula. Our friend b squared minus 4ac. X is equal. Start over, Beckman. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. Here's my hint to you. Hint. Do discriminant first. Why did I teach you that way? Because I want you to do the discriminant first. And Noah, can you shut that door, please? It's the only way it stays warm in here. I know it's like we're living in some inner city third world school, but it's how it works. And you guys keep it, for some reason, it stays really warm this period. And then next period, like ice cubes in here. All right, here we go. What do we got? Do the discriminant first. Easy one or hard? Let's take a look at example numero uno. Let's go for x. Let's go for 3x squared minus, I don't know, 6x plus 3 is exactly equal to 0. I'm going to ignore the fact real quick that I could divide everything by 3. Oh, I was going so fast, I was careless. The first thing I should do, and here's the direction. Solve by quadratic formula. Now, can I factor this? Maybe, but I'm only giving you points if you use the quadratic formula. That's it. Only giving you points if you use the quadratic formula. Luke, no, I'm not that nice. You might have had a nice math teacher last year, but I'm not that teacher. Not even close. Hey. Hello. What do we got here? The Life of Pi.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's for Audrey McGill.
She's not in this class. I have Andrew McGill.
Oh, it says it's in here. Okay.
Do you need that book, McGill?
Yeah.
Okay, that's him. Caitlin Carter. Well. All right, let's go for it. So, okay, let's call in some victims here. Who hasn't talked yet today? Who hasn't talked yet today? Izzy, an athlete if I've ever seen one. What's A equal to?
A is equal to
3. B, let's call in another athlete. Like, I don't know. Austin. What's that?
Thanks to 2 math classes?
Yes, he, long story.
Oh,
But yes.
Because it came in second.
Exactly. That's a boy you really need to see them dollar signs in those eyes because he's taking 2 math classes this year. Ooh, yeah.
There's like so many girls in my FST class were like gaga over him, like.
Yeah, because he's got that little bit of that southern accent that.
He's big.
And he's a big boy too. All right, Austin, what's B equal to?
Yeah.
-6. C is equal to what? Who else doesn't talk today? Who else? Brandon, what's C equal to? 3. Now, if we have to solve by quadratic formula, what did Beckman tell you to do first? Discriminant. Why? So you don't have to write this whole train wreck several times. You just have to write it basically one time towards the end. Okay, so let's do b squared minus 4ac. Plug in the numbers. -6 squared minus 4 times a times c. Now, I don't know if you'll do this or not, but I do. I always put things in parentheses when I put them into an equation. Why do I do that? So I remember what I have to do. Otherwise, people will square 6 and make it negative. No, you're squaring -6. That means you're multiplying -6 by -6. What's -6 times -6? 36, right. Negative times a negative, positive. Okay, negative, it's all okay. So positive, positive, positive makes the whole thing negative. And actually, that's a -4, even though we don't call it that. 4 times 3 is 12 times 3 is 36 minus 36 is 0. Yay, so what's our discriminant? 0. So we plug that into the quadratic formula. X is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of 0 over 2 times a. And a was 3. Oh, geez Louise, it's like I designed that problem that way. Scoot it over to the side. Okay, -6 is? What's the square root of 0? 0. When you add 0 and subtract 0, what do you get? Yeah. And then divide that by 6, which is equal to what? 1. Okay, that is the 0. This right here is the 0. That's the number you could replace x with to make both sides equal to 0. The location, excuse me, location, because that's on the x-intercept. So what's equal to 0? The x value or the y value? The x value, right? No. X is equal to what? 1. So what's y equal to? 0, right. At the x-axis, that's where y is equal to 0. The x-axis is where y is equal to 0. So the location of that puppy is 1, 0. Now, connecting the dots. Why does this only have one answer? Because our discriminant was what, Rashika? Boom. Our discriminant was 0. Only gives us one real solution. Where's that where's the 0? That's a number you can plug in to make both sides equal to 0. Where is it at? 1, 0. Stop and check up. Questions on that? Questions on that. All right. Ready to try one on your own, or want me to work another one for you? That one was pretty easy. Let's work a pretty hard one. Let's go example 2. Let's go for, now we've got ducks all over the place. Let's go for 7x squared. Oh, hold on just a second. No, I can't make that work out to 25. What can I make it to work out to? That would be something a little bit harder. Something a little bit harder. Yeah, no. I don't want that. I want 12. Nope, that won't work. Hold on. No. 30. Yeah. How can I get that? 32 is. Yeah. Here we go. No, ignore that 7. That's not going to work for what I want it to do. That's not going to work. It's going to have too many life issues. Let's go for 4x squared. No. 2x squared. 2x squared presents. I know. False start on Beckman. 2x squared. What should we go for then? Minus 8x. Yes. 2 times. Yes. Plus. Do I need to be plus? Yes. Plus 1 is equal to 0. Real quick, 8 seconds. I want you to find the discriminant on your own, because that's what we're going to do first. Find the discriminant on your own.
Where do you want this?
What's that?
Where do you want this?
In my hand, please. Thank you very much.
Mostly 80s and 90s.
Yay! I know there was a couple that were, yeah. All right, b squared minus 4ac. So I have negative 8. Negative 8 squared minus 4 times a times c. Yep. Is equal to, nope, is equal to my discriminant. It's not equal to anything. What's 64 squared? Or what's 8 squared? 64. 4 times 2 is. 8 times 1 is. 64 minus 8 is. It's 56. Yay. So how many solutions am I going to have? 2. And they're both going to be what? Real, right. They're both going to be, it's positive, so they're both going to be real. Yes. It's like having 2 homecoming dates, and they're both real. Hashtag who gets me the calculator first. Questions on that? Rashika, you can totally have a race to your house. Just be like, hey, I got another date too. Whichever one gets me the calculator gets to keep me. Watch them boys run. See, yeah, Izzy, that's the right look. You can see if they're an athlete too. Yeah. All right. Can't you wait till homecoming's over and we don't talk about this anymore? Okay, so that's our discriminant. So x is equal to negative b. So negative 8 plus or minus the square root of b squared. Oh, you don't have to do b squared minus 4ac. You already did that. All over 2 times 8. Okay, negative 8 is equal to what? 8. 56. Okay, I'm going to do a little scratch work over to the side here. 56 is divisible by a perfect square factor. Which one? 4. 4 times what? 4 times 14. So the square root of 56 can be rewritten as the square root of 4 times the square root of 14. What's the square root of 4? 2 square roots of 14. So I could replace that by 2 square roots of 14. Notice how I did that off to the side. That's what I encourage you to do. Why? So you don't have to rewrite this whole thing every time you do something with it. Somebody else. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, stop and check up. Stop and check up. Questions on how to get there? Am I done? No. Am I done? No. Because look at this coefficient. Not inside, not the radicand. Coefficient. No. That stays there. It's in jail. It's going to stay there. Okay, 8, 2, and 4. Are they all divisible by something? Yes. What? 2, right. So I take a 2 out of all 3. I got to take it out of all 3 locations. It's like a diamond of grade death. You have to take it out of each one to keep it correct. So 4 plus or minus 1 square root of 14 over 2. Okay, that is the answer to my discriminant. Or excuse me, that's the answer to my zeros. So notice these are the zeros. Their location is that 4 plus the square root of 14 over 2, comma 0. And boy, I'm doing a terrible job. When I have to reverse that screen, I can't see it up there. And 4 minus the square root of 14 over 2, comma 0. Okay, stop and check out questions on that. That's what you got to do. The only thing worse is it could be a complex number in there. Could be complex. Questions on that. Zeros are the numbers that you could replace x with to make both sides equal to 0. Location is like where they would actually be on a graph. Now, if you type that in your calculator, in fact, let's take out our graphing calculators, that thing that we got for homecoming in exchange for Beckman torturing us in class. So 4, what's that? No, well, if you didn't get one, that was, you know, I can only give you so much advice.
Negative 2 real solutions, or is that just like 2 real solutions?
Okay, now notice on this,
I don't know how you have
to get everything on the top, you got to put parentheses around the top. You got to put parentheses around the top. That's the only way. If you saw me typing it in, I'll type in the other one real quick. If you want to get it correct, you got to put the top in parentheses. So notice how I'm doing that. That's the only way you can get the correct answer is put the whole top in parentheses and then divide it by 2. Otherwise, you'd have to type 4 divided by 2 minus the square root of 14 divided by 2. Yeah. And notice on this calculator, it does not give me the decimal. To do that, I just have to hit second enter, and then it'll give me the decimal approximation. It knows that's not as good. So just some cautions. Number 1, when you cross stuff out, 1, 2, 3 coefficients, you got to take it out of each one of the 3. Then number 2, to get the decimal approximation, you got to put the parentheses around the top. If you're going to forget that, I'd write that down in my notes, totally, stars, highlights, you know, things not to forget or not to be left behind on. Questions on that? Questions on that? Yes, sir.
Both of these people got the discriminant as -4.
Yep.
But then they said there's 2 real solutions. It got 97 there.
Bad news bears. That's a weird -1,
know
but that's a
that is.
-1. That's a
That
weird
is.
-1. Huh, that's the kind of stuff you don't.
They got the right answer. Just
I know. You want to train your 6-year-old to grade, and that's one of those you can't when you're at home on the weekends. You do. All right, let's have you guys try one example. Number 3, easy or hard one. Who hasn't talked yet today? Trasia, easy or hard one, girl? Oh. Let's go for, hold on. Let's make it, yes. Nice and easy. Nice. Yes. Here we go. X squared minus X. Yes. No. That's not going to work out as well as I hoped. It's equal to 0. Hold on. What do I got here? X squared. So I'm going to have 1 minus. No. That's not going to work out that well. Yes, that's not going to work out that well either. Okay. Okay.
I'm thinking of Mean Girls.
But the limit does not exist. It's like the best line in all of Hollywood ever. Did you just put all that homework on his desk?
You can move that if you want.
Yeah.
yeah, just put it on the floor or something.
Even I'm not that mean.
Yes.
Since I know the people in this class, I've learned their names. Did you play softball? Did you play softball? No. Track. Who's our new track coach? Wasn't Felke the coach before? Oh, he's keeping the track job and the teaching job?
He's just not teaching. My friends are scared.
People want money, I understand it. Who's notebook? Blue one? Yeah. Avery, actually, yeah, that's right. 2 right next to you. You give that to Avery. That's T. Austin. That's Crazy.
This will actually be less than.
Luke.
Give you something.
Hold on,
It's
I'll get over there.
milk with less stuff.
I don't want to walk
I
back
was
and forth.
thinking maybe that milk.
No Anderson through there. Is yours the orange one? Rashika? Said green one. Today is Thunder Time schedule. Yeah, we're almost done, brother.
We have Thunder Time like 3 days in a row.
Basically, there's nothing like a normal schedule this week.
No, I think tomorrow's end of the.
Yeah, tomorrow's end of the day assembly, then Thursday on Wednesday, and then crazy schedule on Thursday. All right, questions. Let's call on some victims here. Who hasn't talked yet today? Sydney, what's A equal to? 1. Who else hasn't talked yet today? Who else hasn't talked yet today? Avery, what's B equal to? Tyler, what's C equal to? 4. So I plug that in. I do the discriminant first. So B squared minus 4 times A times C. 1 squared is 1. 4, okay, 16. That gives me negative 15. That means there's how many solutions? 0 real, or there's 2 imaginary. So I'm not going to get these on the graph. It's either going to be always above or always below. Which one of the two is it going to be? Always above or always below? Always above, because it opens up. The only way it opens up and it doesn't have any real x-intercepts is if it's there. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, which we just got is negative 15 over 2 times 8. So we get 1 plus or minus. Only thing I'm going to do to to take that out is I'm going to take out the I out of this. So 1 plus or minus the square root of 15i over 2. Does the square root of 15 simplify? Nope, not divisible by any perfect squares. Ladies and gents, have a great day. It says 9:04 to me, but it says 9:05 on the actual clock up there. I will text out homework. I'll text it out in less than 5 minutes. Yes, your warm-up. You'll turn it in next time, and you have a skill quiz next time. We'll actually start class out with that right at the start of the period. No, how do I want to do that? Oh, I got to figure. Oh, it'll be a Thursday schedule, so we'll have time. All right. Have a good day. Ready, set, go. I will text out homework within 5 minutes, and then remind me next time I do need to go through 61. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Have a good day, Alexa. Moed, thank you very much for your help.